My dad parentified me after mom died. Now he's gaslighting me into giving him my surgeon salary. I'm done. I need my dad to love me for who I am, not what I can give him. Growing up, love in our house came with conditions. Straight A's earned a brief "I love you" from dad, always followed by questions about why the A wasn't an A+. Every achievement unlocked affection like a vending machine. Insert success, receive validation. When I scored the winning goal in soccer, his smile lasted exactly 3 seconds before he wondered aloud why I wasn't team captain yet. Mom died when I was 14, brain aneurysm. One morning she was braiding my hair, humming that old Fleetwood Mac song she loved. By dinner, she was gone. The house fell silent except for dad's office door clicking shut and the sound of his fingers on calculator keys late into the night. I became his project. His grief transformed into my schedule. SAT prep at 5 a.m. Volunteer shifts until midnight. If I could just achieve enough, maybe his eyes would soften the way they used to when mom walked into a room. Undergrad nearly broke me. 3 jobs, including the graveyard shift at the campus library. I'd prop my biochemistry textbook against the reception desk, mainlining instant coffee, telling myself that exhaustion was just weakness leaving the body. My roommate found me once, passed out over my organic chemistry notes, nose bleeding from stress. I woke up to her shaking me, my notes ruined with blood. Med school was worse. During my surgery rotation, 36 hours without sleep, the OR lights started spinning. Next thing I knew, IV fluids were dripping into my arm, and my attending was lecturing about self-care while checking my pupils for signs of concussion. I collapsed mid-procedure. Luckily, I didn't crack my skull on the surgical equipment, but I made it. Neurosurgery, the same specialty mom would have needed. At 32, I had everything dad pushed me toward: the prestigious career, the 6-figure salary, the respect of colleagues. Then 6 months ago, something changed. Weekly calls replaced his usual monthly check-ins. His voice carried warmth I hadn't heard since before mom died. No criticism sandwiched between pleasantries, just pride. I started believing again, started sharing pieces of my life beyond my CV, mentioned Max, mentioned our engagement. The dinner was my idea. Le Bernardin, stupidly expensive, but I wanted to show him how far I'd come. Max noticed my hands trembling as we waited, their fingers intertwined with mine under the white tablecloth, steadying me. Dad arrived in a suit I'd never seen. Italian cut, designer label visible. He shook Max's hand briefly, eyes already sliding past them to focus on me. His first words weren't congratulations on my engagement, they were about how tired I looked. I tried to redirect, to introduce Max properly, but Dad was already pulling out a leather folder. It was for an investment opportunity. Ground floor, medical supplies company. My stomach recognized the pattern before my heart did. 200,000. He needed it by Friday. The number hung between us like a diagnosis I didn't want to confirm. His pitch continued. Guaranteed returns, 30% minimum, insider knowledge. Max's hand tightened around mine as Dad's mask slipped, revealing the desperation underneath his designer facade. When I hesitated, he invoked mom, said she'd be ashamed of my selfishness. I quickly got up, saying I had to use the bathroom. The bathroom tiles were cold against my palms as I gripped the sink. Max followed, held me while years of manipulation crystallized into clarity. The timeline clicked into place. Dad's new car 3 months ago, right after his first warm phone call. The Vegas trip 2 months ago, when he started saying he missed me. Each "I love you" perfectly timed with a financial need I hadn't seen coming. When we returned to the table, Dad had rearranged his face into fatherly concern. His performance might have worked 6 months ago. Now I saw the calculation behind every gesture. I told him I'd agree to give him the money if he could answer my question. I asked him to name one surgery I'd performed. When his mouth opened and closed without offering a sound, I asked for one detail about Max, my favorite coffee shop. Anything about my life unrelated to my earning potential. His silence said everything. The rehabilitation center had a bed available. I'd called that morning, some part of me already knowing how dinner would end. I put him into a 30-day program for gambling addiction. Not his first time. I remembered the foreclosure notice on our door junior year of high school. Mom's life insurance money vanishing into poker games while I wore the same shoes until they fell apart. His anger when it came felt familiar, ungrateful, selfish. The words he'd used my whole life to sculpt me into something useful. But standing there with Max's steady presence beside me, I finally understood the difference between being loved and being used. My dad was wrong. He didn't make me who I am. I made myself in spite of him, and for the first time, that felt like enough. As we walked away, my phone buzzed and everything came crashing down. It was a voicemail from an unknown number. "Your father owes us $500,000. Since he can't pay, we're coming to collect from you, doctor. We know where you work." I wish I could tell you it ended there, but it didn't. Click the link to see how it really ended.